for Alter Ego for Nile. So now, first phase of picks and bans concluded. Second phase we go. A lot of bans still up in the cards, maybe just trying to thin down the choices for Sans in that mid lane.
You know what I'm concerned, what I'm curious about actually? If you're trying to go with the Sacred Hammer, and then Alpha uses the Spear of Alpha onto you, who moves backwards, right? How does that interaction work? I'm looking forward to seeing that in the Land of Dawn, but as of right now, a lot of pick-up potential right here, because again, if you are in the jungle with a carry, you can't really go for the Purify. Alpha has a lot of sustain, but if he gets imploded and then immediately burst it down, there's so much more burst potential for Onic. And we talked about the high maneuverability, high mobility kind of strat. Damage, burst damage, works really well with the mobility because you get in, you do some damage, and you get out before you can get locked into a struggle. So Alter Ego, they have the Ruby, but I think they need something else here to ensure that the Kareth, the Nolan, all of these fast-moving heroes can stay in place for the Zask, for the Alpha, to really output all that damage potential.
Yeah, they need that lockdown to keep these mobile heroes keep on moving. But of course, the Aurora and Valentina banned out, like how we mentioned. Power picks for Sans, in particular that Aurora would be a good pick against the Zask. So is the Valentina, but they take out the Claude. So Stabilizer against the Kareth.
Arlet?
Ooh, Arlet.
For Alter Ego, I think it's a viable option. Ruby and Arlet is flex alpha jungle, right? And you mentioned how they want to control the crowd and Final Slash.
Well, knowing Nino though, he might go for the Terizla instead. Good sustainability, especially if you don't expect to be the one bursted down. Body of Smith can help with that too. But in the gold lane, I do wonder what it's gonna be, right? Something that has some security against the assassin. Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe something like a Bruno, right? We saw how earlier the Bruno was able to actually be a bit of a nuisance, right? With the small micro crowd control tools available. But they go for the carry here with more movement abilities and a chance to really nuke someone down.
They really want to talk about this, but of course, a little fact here. Throughout MPL ID Season 14, from a total of 35 games played, Chip has been banned 34 times with a rate of 97.14%. That's a very high ban rate for Chip.
Massive ban
Still
rate.
relevant.
Even over the Lo Yi that used to be the premier pick in the league. But with the Faramir and Edith, man, the long team fight from Fnatic Onic now has potential too. They got good catch, good disengage, safety tool, sustainability with the Netherrealm, but also burst damage. So they are a lot more flexible right here. Whereas for Alter Ego, it's all about the long fights. And with two true damage tools, they can burst someone down. But now the Netherrealm is a concern. You have to get something that can kind of capitalize on the grouping together. But no, they go for the Benedetta. Maybe trying to use this Benedetta to force out the Netherrealm before the fight begins.
Benedetta. Interesting pick. A very good carry as well if you need that damage late game, and baiting out the Netherrealm as well from Fnatic Onic. Now, of course, for Alter Ego, very well known for interesting drafts. And how does this Benedetta want to approach the game today?
Maybe it's gonna be a bit more of a split push situation. A lot of 1v1 potential, but it depends on who actually gets to use this Benedetta. Looking at the stats right here, it's Nino actually in the EXP lane. A lot more damage potential for Alter Ego, but the survivability kind of negates that from Fnatic Onic. So it comes down to execution, and I really do feel it comes down to whether or not the Netherrealm can be forced out, whether Sans can maintain a good distance management to ensure that he can come in at the right time only.
Here we go. Will the Sky Kings once again fall on the throne? Or will El Familia again be broken apart into two? Match number 2 and match of the day. It's Fnatic Onic against Alter Ego.
Who will take the first points of this series? Will Onic, finally find their rhythm? Or will Alter Ego with Nile, of course, finds that dub against his former team?
Looking at the respect here from both teams, the gold lane and the mid lane have the Purify. Sans, though, with Keyboy are having the push advantage. So Owen kind of having to be a bit more careful here. Not level 2 just yet. So is Keyboy. They got an early aggression there from Nino. Trying to be active. Trying to go for the litho here. Whoa!
Good two-man Petrify now with Benedetta earlier, so that's already info. And yeah, Fnatic Onic here trying to stabilize. It sounds very low as well.
They're already grouping up, trying to instill chaos, and you could take a look at the brawl potential that Alter Ego has early game. So Fnatic Onic, will they have to stay a bit more passive in the early games?
I think they have to respect the damage potential for sure. Burst is something that Alter Ego have in the early game. So looking at the emblems by IndieHome, you can see why there are 3 tenacities on the side of Onic. They want to make sure they can survive. Inspire though for CW, for extra survivability and technically extra damage as well. And if you look at the emblems though for Benedetta and Alpha, it's gonna be Assassin, and they want to have some damage. They want to be aggressive. So until level 4, I really do feel like Fnatic Onic have to be a bit more careful because their main playmaking tools are those ultimates.
A lethal ignition in the hands of Nino as well. Looking to just expend more damage in the Benedetta. And now Sans already rotating up top. They want to limit the movements of this Benedetta in the hands of Nino, but this turtle fight and dance could start very soon.
Yeah, Flicker now with Lupi. Now though, will find the turtle no problem. Now also wants to fight here. Oh, good petrify as Lupi was stuck. And now Keyboy with the Flicker Sacred Hammer will find the jungler. Now let's see with Owen. Keyboy very low. Rondo will secure it. The backside of Kairi picks up the double, no problem.
Great fight for the side of Onic there. They did not get the neutral objective, but they kind of equalized. They came out on top, and look at his damage!
Yeah, that's the Purify spent. Still, Fnatic Onic still able to find a better trade after that first little fight.
A lot of damage there. Talent predictions by the new application GoPay.
Whoa.
We are divided. English and Indonesia. We're all predicting Fnatic Onic. They're going for Alter Ego. So of course, this is the clash of the languages.
Fortunately for us, we are on the side of Onic, by the way, so we are not getting a lot of glances. But for now, let's see how this plays out, because Nile definitely has some aggression to throw around when he's this fighter, right? When he's more sustainable compared to Kairi. And you're seeing Kairi having to kind of rotate around before joining these fights, trying to find the small windows to come in and, you know, initiate and kind of swing the tides in favor of Fnatic Onic.
But now my question is, how do Fnatic Onic address the nightmaric spawns? I mean, it's very, very, pesky to deal with, especially when you don't have that much of a wave clear in the hands of Sans. Maybe he can with the Ghost Bursters, but again, this Zask will prove to be so lethal, and Kairi just ults that one.
Fractures the nightmaric spawn.
Yeah.
As we saw earlier, it does give you a small amount of gold, so technically, Fnatic Onic can kind of try and abuse that. Looking at the gold difference though, Nino and Roundel actually doing a bit better. So the laners are definitely strong in the early game. But when they group up together, Fnatic Onic still has a bit of the advantage. What can Nino do here? Because he is in a weird spot where he's also an engage tool technically with the Electro Final Blow and the Petrify. But he also needs to kind of dive in and wait around.
Turtle spawn this time around the dance. Will it be as sweet as it was for Fnatic Onic looking for a pull, but this time in the backline?
See here. Sans with the flanks. Quicker implosion! Finds one, but now survives the turtle. Good knockup by Keyboy. Another round. Owen flickers out, but Rondo secures Lupi. Sans Terre will find Nile here in the midst of it all. No cover whatsoever. Niles falls the second time. Keyboy trying to sustain the damage from Nino, but Nino will not be able to assassinate Keyboy.
Great jungle fight by Alter Ego. The retribution from Nile here, absolutely on point. He is, however, giving up his life to try and get this advantage though. You can see that Kairi is already a level ahead. He's getting a bit more advantage there. And in the mid game, where the Lords start spawning, that could be a very important situation, a very important factor. Looking at the items, Enchanted Talisman for Sans, so he's going to be spamming out a lot of those spells. Whereas for Roundel, not having a lot of mana issues, he'll be going for the Glowing Wand, which will be great to reduce the shielding from the Harith, from Sans Netherrealm, and also for the regeneration that Lutpi will have on this Edith.
That anti-heal so early in the game. Aggressive build coming in from Roundel, but it's very, very good for him because he will be one of the main damage dealers as well for Alter Ego. Now though, for Fnatic Onic, waiting on a momentum that could basically swing the game around. Kairi 1v1!
Against Nino! Ooh, the two assassins there, top lane. Almost. Nino got taken down, but take a look at Alter Ego. Proactiveness towards the bottom side. The cross-map play, and they find the first structure. No, the second structure in the game.
Oh, conceal play
I don't know if they
from the bushes. They want to take this chance. They won't. And Fnatic Onic, they will just be waiting in the wings.
Luffy almost gets an Earth Shadow play though, but Owen looking very confident, just using all the spells without confirmation, right? Using it blind would have been a cool moment if it does land, but now without the ammo friended for a couple more seconds, there can be a chance for Fnatic Onic to get control as Keyboy gets a pick off.
Oh, it's a good Secret Hammer! That will beat Owen. Burst it down. The last turtle now in play. Fnatic Onic, they have more control. Now looking for an opening angle, but Keyboy just denies. Even with the implosion spent as well. Kyrie finds a turtle now. Turtle round pops. Roundel, good night. The backside highs will find a way, but no, Keyboy will be the trade. Nino looking for a kill onto Rookie. Does not find it. As Alter Ego will not be able to close the gap.
Oh, Nino gets out quick. That was Fnatic Onic quick on the trigger as well, just looking to finish the turtle, and then they straight went back with another round still in the pockets of Sans.
That was insane. Fnatic Onic stood there and tanked up the whole Domineer's descent from Roundel and then used another realm to completely just rush over him. Owen now trying to disrupt the purple buff take. Seems like Onic will have that under control. Look at Nino though, already making a move in the far side, like a pick-off attempt.
Really, I'm offended. It's a good hammer though, but Keyboy will be melted down by Highs. And that's the first good trade there by Alter Ego. Apart from the turtle take, they've been losing fights.
Great play by Alter Ego. The single target damage for them is off the charts. And they recognize that burst is their issue. Now rushing the Winter Crown, that is peculiar. Oh,
again, it's an assassin versus assassin. Not the jungler via jungler though, but Nino will have to back away the second time.
Nino just going at it with Kyrie. And most of the times, Kyrie looks like he will come out as the victor. Thankfully, Nino still able to gatekeep himself. Now, the question is, does Nino look comfortable in this Benedetta?
He seems to be doing pretty decent almost, but look, hang on a minute, Ludwig.
Oh, face checking, punished again! This time at around pops. Now Chairman Forstall will punish Owen! CWP hitting implosion, Kyrie invested as well. Kyrie with the flanks, good by Nile. Kyrie again, he is still strong, wants to find round with backside Nino from the flanks. Goodbye Sans. High finds the shutdown and the triple kill. Alter Ego, they are answering back.
A great decisive play by Alter Ego, getting the burst down immediately onto Keyboy. Look at Highs.
Oh, he does not know that Highs is there, but Kyrie will still secure the purple. Oh, but FNOC again, they are at ship gear 5 now with the Lord Tick. CW trying to zone out Highs. Lord Tick should be, uncontested. Alter Ego a little bit late.
Good decision making coming in from Fnatic Onic, but a pull from Owen.
Oh my lord.
No!
Wow. Kind of, CC immune. Anything at their disposal will be used to its maximum potential. And they're good at moving forwards. They're also good at adapting and moving backwards when necessary as well. That is the thing that makes it so difficult for a team.
Initiation, will we see someone fall down?
Oh, let's see here, Luffy is still alive. And I guess there will be no more engages for now.
Alright, no idea what happened during the whole break, but now Fnatic Onic, Sky Piercer on Kyrie. Lethal amounts of damage with the Lord pushing on the top side here. Let's see the approach from Fnatic Onic, because they have a good team fight composition, but they can also split push if they want to set up Kyrie against Nino. 1v1 though.
Oh, it's a volume 3 assassin versus assassin. Well, strike 3, you're out, Nino. That will be Nino taken down.
Get out of here, Nino. But look, Kyrie leaving the wave, potentially losing the turret in the bot side as Alter Ego group for the Lord. Look at Keyboy deterring from the side, threatening some kind of engage, but with Roundel picking out the Divine Glaive, that's gonna be a play with Toothpick.
Yes, for Spear of Alpha already invested just to make Lupi back away. Oh, in the mid side, in the mid lane, actually. Needs to be careful. CW deals a lot of damage already. And that will be the first Lord taken care of top lane. Sans though, looking for a window top lane perhaps, but no. FNOC will have to be satisfied with just taking the outer turrets.
Yeah, Keyboy was looking for that flank play, but the fight didn't really break out. And thankfully CW up there, or down there rather, trying to take down the turret because, like how Arashi mentioned, Kyrie left that wave, skipped that wave, which made Fnatic Onic's turret now very, very fragile down bottom.
was taken out because the empowered waves were still pushing, and Fnatic Onic were setting up in the jungle of Alter Ego. So indirectly, they were ensuring that that minion wave will take the turret out in the bottom side. Now it's back to the waiting game. The Lord, in the grand scheme of things, have been dealt with relatively well by Alter Ego. Still hanging on to all of their secondary turrets actually. So the jungle still isn't really open for invasions for Fnatic Onic. But you can see Keyboy already eyeing an opportunity. They know that Nino wants to be aggressive, wants to make the plays, so they keep looking for him whenever he's pushing out.
Yeah, Nino has been very spacing out the side lanes, trying to activate the far lanes to keep the pressure going, having to force Fnatic Onic to at least allocate a single member to bounce the waves back towards the base of Alter Ego, and now they look to siege the bottom side turret. Looks like a fight's gonna break out soon, and that has to be from an initiation coming in from Owen, but all still good. Kyrie in the flanks.
Kyrie, though, will back away here. They want to contest the purple buff, I believe. Alter Ego will try to blitz the purple out meanwhile, so no. The answer is no, let's not force it. Let's just focus on managing the wave top lane.
Well, the top side though, turret falls for Fnatic Onic, uncharacteristic from the Sky Kings. They don't usually allow such situations to happen. You know, pushing out the wave is gonna be a big breakout fight. Oh, play!
Oh, that's a pull onto his Loopy. Loopy pulls out a flurry flicker here before the Lord fights. Now Sans will try to pull Nile. And let's see, Kyrie will blitz the Lord. That is Alter Ego now looking for the fights. Keyboy provides cover here. Another round pops as well. And Alter Ego will have no trade, no compensation from that Lord take.
Great move from Onic to just go and straight up take the objectives. They know that Alter Ego is concerned about Kyrie, especially with his power spikes, with the Sky Piercer, and reaching level 15. So they're gonna move a bit more tentatively through the jungle, and they know that they can put Keyboy and Lutpi there, and Alter Ego can't really risk walking in without checking it out slowly. So they take away the Lord, and they also avoid the 5v5 fight that Alter Ego desperately wants. This is a stronger Lord, and Fnatic Onic most likely will be able to orchestrate a 3-lane push and take out some of these turrets.
Yeah, but Nino is still there as the pesky player who will try to catch the waves. But the Lord crashes through that mid-side turret, and now possibly seeking out to just destroy the base turret. Might make this wide open for Alter Ego, but for Fnatic Onic, they're still waiting for the trigger to pull. Look at Nino doing heavy work up top, just trying to relinquish that wave potentially up top, and Fnatic Onic waiting to pull the trigger this time.
Yeah, I mean, that's an assassination there by Kyrie. Fnatic Onic still has the flicker and implosion with the Lord, but they will find a base turret top bottom lane. Now Nile in trouble. Spear of Alpha desperately, and a CW will find that kill. Alter Ego defends with 3. Fnatic Onic, they have no minions just yet though. What will they do? They will maintain pressure in the base of Alter Ego. Now waiting for that mid wave to clash. No, Nino, Owen, and as well as Highs. Can they clear this? The flicker implosion in play. Owen will fall. Now they want to find at the base. Should be their main target. CW finds a triple. Looking for the main react, but the base will fall first. Ladies and gentlemen, Fnatic Onic finds game 1.
The Sky Kings, they silence the chaos in the hands of Alter Ego. They take game number 1 in such convincing fashion, but it was very scrappy in the early game.
For both teams, was looking kind of intense, but we talked about this. The longer the game goes, the more chance there is for Fnatic Onic to try and make those plays with the big team fights really work in their favor. That Nether Realm really made it almost impossible for Rondo and Highs to really output enough damage to shut down everyone. Especially with the Lord usage with the...
Yeah!